Um, hello there. This is SuperFox89. I I don't usually do these kinds of videos, but I figured I would open up and talk about certain things. I mean, mainly I'm going to be talking about different global chats. Um, when it comes to online games. Now, I've had some bad luck with some of the global chats. I mean, heck, getting the freaking permaban on New World, the game that's not even around anymore because they are canceling it. Well, Amazon decided to cancel it. But anyway, that was over a stupid political argument, and I opened up my mouth and told the guy to screw off because he wouldn't stop bullying me. And of course, the guy reported me, but yeah, I reported him at the same time, and he got to stay in the chat, and I got a permaban. I was like, really? That was bullcrap. Anyway, that's not it's not the only toxic uh, global chat I've been in. I mean, there's the game Fishing Planet, and have I ever seen a more toxic freaking global chat in my life? Oh, I can't stand it. I mean, honestly, it's to the point where I don't even want to go into the global chat anymore. And they get into an argument with one person, and they try to tarnish the whole reputation, not only on the game, but in real life. It's bullcrap. Absolute, utter bullcrap. And the devs, they don't do much about it. I thought about it, it's freaking Warframe all over again. And people were arguing over clans and stuff. Most of the arguments start between clubs in Fishing Planet. Like I said, just like the arguments with clans in Warframe. Um, honestly, the devs need to crack down a little bit more. Keep an eye on these things. I mean, brother constantly getting attacked, sister-in-law getting attacked, and them doing nothing about it. They, oh, we'll look into it, and then they 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 say that we're not supposed to monitor the chat. Well, why don't you monitor your own chat and do something about it when you see people bullying others? How's that? Then maybe we won't have to go ahead and take matters into our own hands. Maybe we won't have to make an alt account behind behind someone's back. Alright? Honestly, if they just did their job, then the game would be a lot more peaceful. It's a game about fishing. Just freaking shut up and fish. That's my motto when it comes to that game. But honestly, that is the worst freaking global chat I've ever seen. I just I don't know. I don't know what the heck to say. I mean, it's obvious that the devs don't know how to keep an eye on their own freaking game sometimes. I feel like if the devs wound up actually doing their job, keeping an eye on the chat and listening when somebody gets reported and actually investigating it, um, then maybe, just maybe, that game would be more peaceful. And the fact that you know, you say something back, and then you wind up getting a freaking ban for defending yourself just because the dang devs won't do their jobs. It's absolute crap. Huh. And then when you go to do the tournaments, I swear, if you wind up getting into any kind of trouble in the chat, well, then I like you running into me. That's interrupted this. But like I was saying, if you get any kind of damn it, Amber. You. Oh yeah. In that game, I swear, if you get any kind of chat, they, I swear, and my brother could back me up on this. It, they rig the tournaments so that you don't catch anything, or that you pur- purposely get like the bottom placements. You and your group. Quite frankly, after last night, when somebody was trying to tarnish the name of our group, our entire group, and they were going after the new guys in our group. We reported to the dang devs, and they yell at us for freaking monitoring the chat. And, well, why don't you monitor your own chat, dag nabbit? Even the creators of Temtem wound up knowing to monitor their own chat. I mean, can't say I didn't get in trouble for having the name of Splooge Cake on that game. Granted, kind of well deserved. I'm just surprised that my buddy wound up getting away with tampon salon on that same game. Yet I get in trouble for splooge cake. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But that's the bottom line. This is what I was saying. If you run a game and you have a global chat and you're a dev, do your darn job. Even if you have to hire somebody to monitor the chat, just do it, and keep an eye on things and take care of the bullies, and your game will be just fine. But if it's run anything like the Fishing Planet Global, which I would highly recommend, if you do play that game, stay the frig frag away from uh, Global on that game. It's nothing but trouble. Nothing but people always bickering and complaining, and heck, some of them get drunk and then just go on there and do rants, and then they just cause nothing but problems. So, yeah, I figured I would give you a warning about Global. I'm going to be staying out of Globals from here on out. I'm just done with the drama, the bull crap. It's just, I don't know. I could go on and on and on and on and on about this. It's not just with Fishing Planet. It's with almost every game that's online that has a global. It seems like there's always an issue. Temtem seem to be the only one to do it right, because they actually took down the the bullies in the chat, because they actually had a dev monitor the chat constantly. They always had one dev pop in the chat randomly. And like every 15 minutes, you'd see a dev pop up in there. Now, why can't games like Fishing Planet do that? Are they too freaking lazy to update their game? Are they too? Well, actually, that's that they are. Cat's back. Hey, shooting, shooting. Danny, yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like the people who run Fishing Planet are just too lazy to update their chat. I know my suggestion for them. You can have global for just chatting, and then you could have a tab for people who are looking for clubs, and then another tab for people looking for help. That would solve a lot of issues and make it so people are not forced to go into global to ask for a club. Oh. I do like the fact that they have a club chat where you can just chat with the club members. I like how they have the chat for the private rooms. Like if you're doing a club room, if they can do stuff like that, why can't they do um, what I would consider a recruitment tab for people who are looking for clubs and a help tab for people who are looking for assistance with certain things in the game, like how to catch something or what type of line to use or you know stuff like that. Um, is it too much to ask for that? Seriously, it would solve half the problems. People would not have to go into global, and it would be less drama. Isn't that what the devs want? Less drama? I mean, that's how a lot of games do it. They they have a separate one for people looking for, well, clans or clubs or whatever the heck they call it, and then they have something for global, and then they have the private chats for the clubs or groups or whatever the heck they call it. You know what I mean? Is it too much to ask for that for Fishing Planet? Seriously? And another thing, could they stop rigging the frickin' tournaments for people who were falsely banned just for defending themselves? Ah, seriously. I saw one of our clubmates get targeted yesterday. I literally had to sneak on to my backup account to report the crap out of those guys that were bad mouthing not only our clubmate, but they went after my brother when he already had him blocked. They went after his sister-in-law when she already had him blocked. They went after the whole group when most of us have them blocked. And they tried to drag our name into the mud. One of them even had the nerve. This set me off so badly. They even had the nerve to make an alt account with my brother's username, a crazy one, and frickin' try and tarnish his name using that account. Absolutely ridiculous. Frickin' out of control. Get your chat under control there, Fishing Planet. Probably the worst offenders of all of them. I mean, Fortnite's not much better, but at least they do something about it. And Call of Duty started to do something about it. Why can't you, Fishing Planet? Huh? Answer me that one, huh? I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty certain that the devs are not going to do squat. So I'm just going to keep reporting the bullies, and hopefully, you know, my name doesn't get dragged through the mud any more than it already has. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Yeah, it's all I can do, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, I could go on and on and on for hours and hours on end. I'm just going to leave it at that. If you run a game that's online all the time, if you run a game that has a global chat, make sure you have somebody monitoring the global chat at all times, so that way you can take care of things before they get out of control, like what has happened. That is where I'm going to leave that off. Like I said, if I keep going like this, it's going to be hours upon hours of me just repeating myself. Honestly, I just don't want to do that. But yeah, I'll about wrap this up. Um, Thanks for listening to my rant. Um, if you want to see more content, um, well, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a beat. Don't worry, I will be back with my Pac-Man series. My no continue challenge on Pac-Man World Repack. That will happen very soon. But honestly, with the stuff that has gone on, I just felt like I needed to get this out there to warn people about global chats. So I will see you all next time. Again, sorry about this. Peace out, Fox fam.